If you find yourself reaching the end of the month with little to show for your effort, you might assume your salary is the problem. But financial struggle is rarely about the size of the paycheck. It is about the silent, invisible ways money escapes. In Japan, there is a word for the quiet regret you feel when something valuable is allowed to go to waste. They call it Mottainai. It is a philosophy born out of deep historical scarcity, where every resource represented a form of survival. Over the next 5 minutes, we will use the logic of Mottainai to build a 3-step system designed to identify and redirect these financial leaks, relying on structural habits rather than complex spreadsheets or extreme budgeting. To set this up right now, you only need 4 items. Grab a printed bank statement from the last 30 days, a blank notepad, a pen, and your smartphone. By establishing these simple points of friction, you create the conditions to capture and keep more long-term wealth than you would get from a significant salary increase. Step 1 is the waste audit. Set a timer for exactly 20 minutes and review every single transaction on your recent bank statement. Beside every purchase that served a genuine, durable purpose in your life, write the letter N. This is your needed category. It covers your baseline, groceries, rent, and basic utilities. Beside everything else, write the letter W. These are the wasted items. This category includes impulse buys, convenience meals, and subscriptions you no longer use, anything you could have lived equally well without. Once you have labeled every line, add up the W items. The resulting number is your exact financial leak baseline. When you look at that final total, you might feel a spike of guilt. Let that feeling pass. Do not assign shame to this number. You are simply collecting neutral data about your past behavior. This audit provides the raw awareness necessary to break the cycle of automatic spending. Once you have assigned a specific cost to each impulse, it becomes much more difficult to justify repeating those choices in the future. Step 2 targets your future decisions. From now on, you will enforce a mandatory 7-day waiting period for any non-essential purchase. The quiet discipline of Mottainai stands in direct contrast to our modern environment, filled with consumer triggers and constant prompts to upgrade perfectly functional items. Do not try to fight these triggers with willpower. Instead, physically write down the name of the item you feel the urge to buy. Take out your smartphone and set a strict calendar alert for exactly 1 week from today. Title the event with the name of the item. Avoid the trap of making a mental note. In the heat of the moment, an emotional impulse feels identical to a logical decision. You must introduce physical friction to break that illusion. When that alarm rings 7 days later, ask yourself, do I still genuinely want this item as much as I did last week? In most cases, the urge will have vanished. You'll find the impulse was a temporary feeling dressed up as a decision, which quickly evaporates when it is forced to survive for a full week. Time serves as your ultimate financial filter. Given a full week to explain itself, most wasteful spending collapses. Step 3 is the free money rule. Whenever you cancel a subscription, pay off a debt, or abandon an expensive habit, you create freed money. This money is highly vulnerable. If you leave it sitting unassigned in your account, your brain will typically absorb it into new convenience spending within a few days. This diagram shows how to intercept that recovered cash. The instant an expense disappears, that specific dollar amount needs a new automated destination. To prevent the money from being respent, it must bypass your daily checking account entirely. Route those funds directly into an emergency fund, an investment account, or a dedicated savings jar. Log into your bank and set up this automated transfer immediately, before your next paycheck arrives. While your daily balance feels exactly the same, this redirection intercepts the leaks and allows that money to begin compounding into real wealth. You have now built a defensive architecture, a clear baseline of your waste, a 7-day barrier against impulses, and an automated trap for freed money. The core truth of Mottainai requires us to see money as the physical record of your life hours. Every dollar represents human time and physical effort converted into wages. Applying these 3 rules is a form of respect for your own time, ensuring your effort is not thrown away without purpose. So take those 20 minutes today and complete your waste audit. Tell me in the comments below about one specific expense you discovered that was definitively wasted. And if you want more actionable systems like this one, hit subscribe so you never miss a step.